Now, join us as we take you into the world of twisted metal, bent iron, and bone-jarring automotive mayhem. This is the Tournament of Destruction. What you're looking at are thousands of automobiles rolling into the parking lot of the Route 66 Raceway, located just south of Chicago, Illinois, in Joliet. These folks are headed towards the Tournament of Destruction, featuring the Team Demolition Derby World Finals. Hi, everybody. I'm Gabriel, and for about the next hour, I'm going to take you to a most exciting event. There are 8 teams. 2 teams go out at a time. First team to complete 5 laps becomes the winner. Now, I can probably best describe this as roller derby with automobiles. For example, if there's a leader out there, he's got 1 lap to go, and I'm an opposing team, I'm ready to go after him any way I have to. I can give him a T-bone, a sidewinder, I can give him a head-on, I can cross through the infield and nail him and stop him cold. And maybe, just maybe, one of my team members will come along and pick up the win. And we can move on and advance, perhaps even to the World Finals. 8 great teams from 4 different countries, competing from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and of course, the USA. So right now, let's go and get this event started and underway. Here's your first look at the racetrack, and as you can see, it's a small but torturous short quarter mile. The surface is watered down just a little bit to keep the cars a little safer. To make a full lap, you must stay outside of the 4 white corner markers. Now, the first team member to complete 5 laps wins that round and moves on. Now, this is it. They're on the line for the start of the A Reliable World Finals as Steve Scarborough jumps out in front in the car number 1 for Road Rage. As he heads through the first turn, Team Havoc is in hot pursuit, with their sights set on Scarborough. They're chasing him up to the wall, and Havoc is able to stop Scarborough dead in his tracks with 1 solid hit. Road Rage, however, continues the lead with Robbie Stahulik in the car number 11. He is now chased down by Millette, who trashes Stahulik big time. As they spin around, they're followed by a huge melee of wreckage of cars. Scarborough now recovers and seeks revenge on Millette and annihilates him. The crowd loves every minute of it, pushing and shoving and grinding away at each other, trying to destroy one another. Now it's Team Havoc with the lead. Driving like a madman is Danny Ketlar in the 44, and he is on the move in a car with a big motor. Running down the leader is Robbie Stahulik as Ketlar at the top of your screen is hit hard now by Steve Scarborough. This opens up the door for Stahulik to take over the lead for Road Rage as Ketlar tries to break clear of the jam up. It's a tug of war between these 2 drivers, but finally they break it off and go their separate ways. Stahulik, your leader, pushes his car now, pushes hard as Ketlar is moving right along behind him and coming on fast. These 2 are going to be all over each other. Stahulik now slows to a dead stop. Danny Ketlar now in the car number 44 for Havoc will regain the lead. Here comes a car for Road Rage, coming from the other direction, and he's going to take Ketlar O-U-T out. In the meantime now, Robbie Stahulik has fired up the engine of his car and will go back into the lead and could win, just might win the first round for Road Rage. He's moving slowly but picking up speed, and just listen to those Road Rage fans as they are going nuts. He threads the needle now as he works his way toward the starting line. And 1 more lap to go. In about 35 seconds, that's the time it takes to get around this track. Road Rage will move on to the semi-rounds and a chance to win the World Finals. But keep in mind, there are still 6 more teams who could easily win this Tournament of Destruction. Let's listen now as the standing room only crowd welcomes our first race winners of the night, Road Rage. Moving out onto the speedway from New Zealand are the Dirty Rottens as they challenge a wicked team from Sydney, Australia, the Outback Attack. For the Dirty Rottens, it's team captain Bevan Mad Dog Johnson, Clint Crusher Lyford, Darren Demon Steffens, and Adrian Sarge Mayer. At the controls for the Outback Attack is Lee the Legend Garrett, Beetle Bad Boy Tarrant, Gavin the Babyface Assassin Ross, and Don the Manic Mechanic Tarakowski. Your starter, Cheryl Laporte, sends him underway now as Lee the Legend Garrett for the Outback Attack jettisons out into the lead from the outside. It looks like Johnston and the Dirty Rottens are having a little bit of a problem with wheel spin and need to get a grip on themselves. The Dirty Rottens now put a little muscle into it as the entire field starts to sort themselves out. Here's the leader, Garrett, now, as he thunders into turn number 3. He has a big, solid lead. Waiting for the leader at the starting line is Darren Steffens, who should get a good shot at him and do some heavy damage. Let's watch as Garrett comes up on him now. Steffens is moving backward and lets Garrett get away. What's he thinking? As we follow the leader, nobody, and I mean nobody, is challenging him, as he now has traffic coming up in front of him. It's one of the Dirty Rotten team cars moving towards the leader. No, he misses him. Two New Zealanders almost hit each other, and one just drives into the wall. Here's Beetle Tarrant all over Bevan Johnson now. The Dirty Rottens either just can't get used to this wet track, or maybe their game plan has just simply gone to hell. The Outback Attack is everywhere protecting their lead car. The defending world champion Dirty Rottens really need to get their act together. Here's another one of their cars careening into the wall all by himself. If either one of these teams expects to compete against the Americans, they're going to have to do better than what they're doing right now. Their performance is horrible. There's no damage inflicted anywhere. These guys don't seem to understand you got to draw some blood if you want to win. Uh-oh, the leader is going to take a heavy head-on from the Dirty Rottens. Now that's the best shot of the race for these guys, and let's see if they can turn this thing around in their favor. My guess? Probably not, as I think the Outback Attack, car number 60, with fill-in driver Ron Tarakowski, has inherited the lead. For a blocker now, and has found one as they pass at the top of your screen in the sedan. It's Tarakowski with one. That's one more lap to go. Up close now. There's less than a half a lap to victory. Gavin Ross of the Outback Attack, one of the blockers, now peels off to divert another car away from Tarakowski, who slips into the corner. The leader, Tarakowski, is on the left of your screen. He sneaks through and is on his way to taking the Outback Attack to the semifinals. Now, this is John Lawson's Prowler. I love these cars, and we'll be talking to John after the next round. Matter of fact, it was John's team, the national champions, the Junkyard Dogs, that took on Stranglehold. This was an emotional, packed event. Let's watch. It's back to the American teams now, and this should be a smash fest from beginning to end. These are two very aggressive teams, and they're now underway. These guys are pumped up as they head for a slam-bang meeting in turn number 2. It's Metal Mania as the iron flies, each team flexing their muscles. Stranglehold has a slight advantage as they get the dogs turned around and out of shape. Here comes McGuire and Lawson now. It's an explosive head-on. The fans loving every minute of it. In the car number 57 is Garrett Vanderbilt. He is your leader. He slides up into turn number 3 and hangs on as he tries to make the turn to complete his first lap. The rest of the field, the Junkyard Dogs in particular, are trying to figure out what's happening, what's going on. They were taken by surprise as the aggressive Stranglehold jumped all over them from the very get-go. Kruger on the back straightaway, and Ed Booger Walker of the Junkyard Dogs take off now, trying to play catch-up to the leader. However, they are about a half a lap behind and a long way to go. Back in the third spot is car number 37 of Chris Kruger. Here's the number 3 of Booger Walker trying to pick up speed. He needs to get it on. Here he is sliding through the first and second turns. He is followed by the car number 37. Now at the starting line, Garrett Vanderbilt collects his second lap. Kruger now will move into the second spot in the number 37 car as Walker has turned into the infield and looks like he's going after the leader. Watch him as he heads into the opposite direction to meet the leader head on. This will give the Junkyard Dogs the lead if they can pull it off. This could change everything. Remember, they're going for the World Championship. Walker misses! The leader is sideswiped, but no meaningful or nasty damage. The second place car of Kruger now keeps going, trying to catch Vanderbilt. And now Walker is headed towards the crowd. He takes another shot at the leader, and again he misses. That's twice Stranglehold gets lucky and collects lap number 3. The gods are smiling on these guys. He has just 2 more laps to go. Uh-oh, Vanderbilt now, your leader, may have acquired a steering problem. He has driven high up into turn number 1. Now, one of the most vulnerable areas on a car is the steering. The Junkyard Dogs are trying to regroup and figure this deal out. And it looks like Walker is going to try for a third time to take out the leader. He's headed now up towards the first turn. He missed him! He missed him again! And now the Junkyard Dogs have 3, count them, 3 cars running with one lone Stranglehold car going for the win. He's a lap and a half away. This could get destructive. I can feel the power of 3 on 1. But wait a minute, he's going to get some help as McGuire in the Stranglehold car number 50 is back in action. Now the 37 car of Chris Kruger for the Junkyard Dogs has caught the leader. They are side by side as they come to the white flag with 1 more lap to to go. A huge collision in front of the grandstands has put the leader into the wall, and the Junkyard Dogs take over the lead. Cars are flying everywhere. Your new leader heads for the back straightaway. Now he's being pinned into the back wall. In the meantime, Vanderbilt in the Stranglehold 57 car is back underway and needs to get past the 37 car on the back chute to regain the lead. Cars have come alive from everywhere, and we're getting back into the thick of things. Keep your eyes on that back straightaway now, and now Stranglehold's 57 car threads the needle and goes back into the lead. He puts the power on and slips away as Kruger breaks free for the Dogs. The leader now is all by himself with less than 100 yards to go to win this incredible round of Team Demos. Some last-minute terrorizing may take place. It's an awesome finish and a hard-fought battle that will send Stranglehold to the semifinals. Now, on that losing team, the Junkyard Dogs, was John Lawson. John, come on in here. John, of course, is our host. He's allowing us to be here in his wonderful race car shots. We'll talk about those in just a second. What happened in that round? Here's the national champions, and you're out first race.
We just got spanked in a hurry. It was just one of them things that went down, and it was a misfortune, but we was hoping to do a lot better being at home and everything working out the way it was, but we just got taken out.
Final race in the preliminaries of 8 teams. It's the Canadians, 2 teams who hail from just north of Toronto, Canada. These are nice guys, but let's see if they can get just a little nasty in this last race of the first round. Let's see if they are willing to destroy their fellow countrymen. Border Patrol features Captain Craig the Crusher Golden, Chuck Cyclone Harrington, Greg Black Flag Williams, and the fill-in driver Dave Swan. For the full Mounties, it's Jason Last Lap Parks, Dan the Destroyer Davidson, Rob Wildman Hicks, and Tony Blowers. This team is ready to get it on. Starter Cheryl Laporte shows them the green flag, and Border Patrol's Chuck Cyclone Harrington takes the lead from the outside and pulls away from the field. He's off to a super start, but can he stay there for 5 laps without somebody trashing his ride? Here's a double T-bone crash by Craig Williams as the Canadians play bumper cars trying to get the Border Patrol 08 car who is in the lead. This group breaks away from each other and continues to protect the leader. The number 20 car of the full Mounties is Tony Blowers, pushing hard to catch Harrington. Now the full Mounties are setting up to take out the leader at the start-finish line, and they miss him. He slips by. The number 20 car of Blowers has slowed down, so I think these first few minutes of this event are starting to take their toll on the equipment. Both teams still have enough cars running to win this race. There's a chance for either team with plenty of time left. They continue now to take shots at each other, but this is not one of your run tough, hit them hard, and annihilate them type of races. So far, this has been an easy matchup for Border Patrol. They're just cruising around looking for some action. There's a lot of full Mounties out there, and they're packing some heavy iron, but they're just not getting the job done. The leader continues to bust his way through the pack, and that's Chuck Cyclone Harrington. Well, the big question is, where's the trashing, the thrashing, and the bashing that we all thought the Canadians were capable of? It's just not happening. Now, whichever one of these teams makes it to the semifinals better get their adrenaline flowing, because this is a dangerous sport, and you need to hit hard and wipe out your competition. So far, this has been a little romp and has been easy for Border Patrol. They were the underdogs in this round, but right now, they're the hot ticket to win. Here's the leader now in his 3rd lap as he passes past the camera and heads towards the back straightaway. As we follow him around, there is one full Mounties car, car number 22. It's driven by Rob Hicks. Now, he has his eye on that lead car and may try a front straightaway attack. Watch the car now in the center of your screen. He may have a bonsai run in mind. He wants to take a shot at the leader as he comes into turn number 4. He's pointed his machine towards the leader. I think there's about to be a meeting of the minds. He's lined up for a direct hit and bashes Harrington. Harrington in the lead car keeps on going. He gets the white flag. This means one more lap to go. But now he's slowing down. That last hit hurt him. He is continuing to slow down. And it looks like he's going to come to a complete stop. And it looks like for Harrington, it's all over. His car is finished. Well, here's what we're down to, just 2 cars. These 2 cars are fired up and running, but they are about to finish each other off, which may end this torturous grind of this particular event. Now, you can see all the cars are dead on the racetrack now. That means that the car with the most laps completed will win. Starter Cheryl Laporte will take one last look at the entire field of cars to make sure no one has restarted. She's satisfied and throws the checkered flag for Border Patrol, who has completed 4 of the 5 laps. Road Rage takes on the Outback Attack in this first semi. Winner goes to the World Finals. Both teams poised at the line, ready to get it on. The green flag now flies in the air. Off the line and into the lead is the number 11. That's the car of Robbie Stahulik for Road Rage. He builds up a solid lead as he makes his way into the turns. He is followed by a teammate, and it's a real good start for Road Rage. Here's Stahulik now making a power play with some big iron as he gets a good bite off of turn 2 and thunders down the back straightaway. On the attack, Outback slams into the leader as Scarborough nails an Outback in the infield. Now, Robbie Stahulik has broken free from his melee, that head-on collision, and is trying to get back in the groove as the leader. In the meantime, Bartlaga, Petrosio, and Scarborough are hell-bent to wreck anything in their way. Here's Bartlaga with a great sidewinder as he escorts Outback down the back straightaway. In the meantime, the car number 11 of Stahulik is out in front and running at speed again. Bartlaga pounds on the sheet metal of the Outback Attack. Now down to 1 car. They are deep in trouble as this time around Road Rage will collect their 3rd lap. Stahulik, with good power under the hood, rages on. If he can keep it all together, his team can make it to the World Finals. 2 more laps, just 2 more to go. The only hope for Outback is to get 1 or 2 more cars back in the fight. Your leader rolls on. The Outback Attack has felt the punishment of Road Rage. Stahulik, up near the wall, knows full well he has just a lap and a half to go to victory. He has proven himself as not only a great driver, but an excellent car builder as well. The owner of Road Rage is John Millette, and he'll be a happy man if they can take it to the finals. Now, John has been the reason for the success of many past champions, and that includes the former Mean Green Machine. Here's the last of the Outback Attackers, and his chance of stopping this deal are slim to none. He just can't do it alone. Your leader now gets the white flag and has just 1 more trip around the specially constructed Demolition Derby track here at the incredible Route 66 Raceway in Joliet, Illinois. At the end of the straightaway is that 1 lone car from the Outback Attack, and he will have no last shot at the leader. Matter of fact, I don't think he can even find him. He doesn't know where he's at. Stahulik knows that he's on his way to a big win here and sets his sights on the starter stand, where he will receive the checkered flag and the roars of the standing room only crowd. Road Rage finished in the top 4 during the regular season this year, but are on a hot roll here tonight. And now, it is official, as Road Rage becomes a contender for the World Finals, and the fans love it. We are now underway as Stranglehold gets 2 cars out front immediately, while a third throws a 2-car block. It's Wayne Big Daddy Woo Woo Noble, who charges through the turns, with his teammate Garrett Vanderbilt running shotgun tucked in right behind him. One of the Border Patrol cars will take a shot at them over on the back straightaway, but to no avail. And Noble keeps on trucking. He's trying to get in that first lap. Vanderbilt stays with him as a backup runner. Back in turn 2, McGuire puts a slight hit on Dan Davidson and keeps on going. And that puts Stranglehold with 3 cars out front. 1 lap now for Noble, and Vanderbilt also picks up his first trip around the oval. Up close now with your leaders as Border Patrol is accomplishing very little here. They need to start concentrating on the 2 leaders. It's a must if they want to turn this race their way. In the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you will see one of the Stranglehold blockers going to work now, opening the way for his leading teammates. Stranglehold is getting a free ride here off the poor performance of the Canadian Border Patrol team. Both teams still have 4 cars in the running, but Stranglehold are obviously the stronger of the 2. Border Patrol will make an attempt to take on the leaders in the second turn, but in all probability, not much will come out of it. I'm willing to bet it'll be a feeble effort. Your 2 leaders continue on. It's been an easy route for the big white cars of Stranglehold. Here's another Stranglehold blocker now as he goes to work on another Border Patrol car and lets him have it. Hold on, a car coming in from the left at speed gives the leader one horrific shot in the right front. run. Ooh, I can feel the pain. The leader is now out, but Garrett Vanderbilt takes up the lead for Stranglehold. He will have 2 laps to finish unless something unexpected happens along the way. Here he is. This is the big kahuna, Garrett Vanderbilt, who stayed right behind the leader Noble and now finds himself the man to get the job done and win the semi-event. He bounces off another car and keeps on moving. He's on the backstretch with a lap and a half to go. Border Patrol has 2 cars still running, so it's not over. Vanderbilt still could be taken out and lose. He's in a small pack of cars right now, but slips through and speeds past the crowd and takes the white flag with 1 more lap to go. He's got a tight grip on the wheel as he looks around to see where everybody's at. He's checking them out. As you look in the window now of Vanderbilt's car, you will see he's a big guy and has the strength to manhandle one of these big, heavy iron demo cars. Only 2 Border Patrol cars are left in the running. Just one, may be able to stop the leader. He's headed towards him now. Can he do it? Anything is possible, but is it probable? As we watch the 2 of them now, they come together with a door shot, but he can't get the job done. And the car number 57 of Garrett Vanderbilt will take Stranglehold into the World Finals. We are about to see the World Championships. And it's going to be a real war of wreckage. Why? 2 reasons. The big payoff and the bragging rights to say, we are the world champions. Here it is. The 2 best teams of the night are lining up to see who will be the world champions. They're both hard chargers, and the win could go either way in this all-USA final. Road Rage is ready to go with Steve Scarborough, Bob Bartlaga, Robbie Stahulik, and rounding out this driving team is Jim Petrosio. For Stranglehold, it's Wayne, Big Daddy Woo Woo Noble, Mel, Captain Murdoch Noble, Garrett, Big Kahuna Vanderbilt, and Jeremy, the Biggin Sorensen. This is it. In just a few minutes, we'll know who are the world champions. Both teams now get off the line quickly, and it's dead even as the leaders head into the turns. As the mud flies, they continue to run side by side, swapping a little paint. This is going to be a tight, hard-hitting war of wreckage. There's action on the front straightaway. Stahulik in Road Rage car number 11 is in the 3rd position. Bartlaga puts the hurt on Noble in the lead car. Noble is still running, trying to get it back into action, but takes a fatal second hit from Scarborough. As each team sorts themselves out, Road Rage has the lead. All 4 of their cars are running. Stranglehold is down to a couple of cars as they have been annihilated early in this final round. Stranglehold power drives hard into Stahulik, and there's no mercy. Road Rage continues to circle around. It's Jim Petrosio. He is your leader in the car number 17 for Road Rage. Not one Stranglehold car is running, while all 4 of the Road Rage machines are still fired up. Road Rage starts harassing the dead machines of Stranglehold, trying to leave a message that they are the Twisted Metal Kings of Demo. Well, no doubt about it, this is not a pretty sight for the fans of Stranglehold. They were hoping for a lot more action out of their team here tonight, but I think they just got caught off guard by a very aggressive Road Rage. Here's Bartlaga now. He's on a tear, headed for Mel Noble. He's straight on and trashes him. Noble's neck snaps back hard, and that should be the end of it for Stranglehold, as Petrosio continues on to pick up laps. You're watching the true warriors of Team Demolition Derby. Some of the great teams that did not make the World Finals this year include the former national champions, the Locomotives, the Incredible Orange Crush, and Damage Inc., along with Team Extreme. However, you can bet that all of those teams will return to try again. Here now is your leader, Jim Petrosio. He's collecting his 3rd lap. If there's one key factor to the success of this Road Rage team, I'm sure you would agree that they have shown a lot of aggression here tonight. In addition to that, they are serious in the preparation of their cars and the type of cars they've chosen. All 4 of the machines in this final round for Road Rage are station wagons. And of course, station wagons are thought to be the best demolition derby cars. Maybe there's some truth to that theory. Stranglehold, of course, took a pounding early on in this round. However, they remain a tough group of competitors, and you can bet they'll be back someday to give back what they got here tonight. The white flag is now being displayed for car number 17, leaving him with 1 more lap to go. He has toughed it out for 4 laps and now drives the car through the turns to the delight of the thousands of excited fans who have gathered here at Route 66 Raceway in Joliet, Illinois to see this first-time event, and they have witnessed a great motorsport spectacular. Jim Petrosio, who hails from Addison, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, is about to bring his team the title of World Champions. That title now goes from the country of New Zealand to Road Rage of the USA, where it might just stay for quite some time.
In third place for the season, and they come back here to beat everybody. What a great run. Our congratulations.